Hey guys, it's Kugli again with another ROM review, and this time I've got a very special ROM, and well, it's a very special phone. It's not the OnePlus 3 because, well, I tried flashing a custom ROM on the OnePlus 5T, and this one is the MSM Xtended version 6 for the OnePlus 5T, so stay tuned for that. So guys, if you don't know this, I do have another device which is the OnePlus 5T, which is being used by my brother, and he came to me and said that he needed a custom ROM, and I tried looking at the options, and MSM Xtended is one of the ROMs which I really regard in the highest of regards on the OnePlus 3, so I tried it out on this device. So this is going to be the daily driver for him for until maybe the next version comes out. So I'm going to give you guys what all is available in this ROM and just show you guys what is this. This is not a full-on ROM review per se because, well, ROM reviews require more time than this one. So let's get started. Now, first of all, this is a lock screen. If you don't know what MSM Xtended is, MSM Xtended has one of the most available customizations on a Pi ROM for any device as I've ever seen. So this one is there. So you can see everything is customized, the time, date, all of the fonts are customized. You can see weather, which is a Google style weather, which is, in my opinion, this is a better one, I think. Okay, the font options have been changed, and here is the font of it. Here is what it is. Now, first of all, MSM Xtended ROM made by all of these great people. Mukesh is the maintainer for this one, great developer. There will be a Telegram link for this one also. You can go check it out. In the about phone page, you can see it is for the OnePlus 3, OnePlus 5T. So you can see 5010. This is the kernel, which is Cray kernel EAS. Now this is the kernel which is using. It is an EAS based kernel, which is really cool. Remember, security patches are available, which is pretty cool to have. It does also have an OT updater, which actually does work. You can actually check for the update. So that is it in the about phone page. In the other stuff, developer options are available, and if you know MSM Xtended ROM previously, it does have the animations are set to 0.2 and 0.3, which is kind of too fast for me, so I normally change it to 0.7 and 0.75. Apart from that, now the features. Now again, this is a feature loaded ROM which has almost every feature out there. So let's get started. First of all, OnePlus Shade, you can see shade sliders, so you can customize the notification slider for whatever you needed. It does work out really well. OnePlus gestures are available, so all of them does work out. Vibration strength can be customized. My brother wants it at 100%, so he has actually enabled that to 100%. sRGB mode, high brightness mode, and white color mode is available, and also it does have the quick setting panel for the high brightness mode, which does work out really well. And now in the animation options, you can customize all the animations here. You can have the screen of animation, scrolling cache, animations for quick setting tiles, and all that can be customized, which is pretty cool. Button options are available where you can customize the volume button customization. This one does not have a hardware button control because it doesn't require one, but for the most part it is available. So volume parameters is available, mouse control is available, keyboard cursor control is also available, which is in my opinion one of the basics one which you need. Decor options are available, so it does have Omni style theming engine. I'm right now using the 00 theming engine. You can customize to anyone, and also you can customize to your own preference. Quick setting tiles styles. Now there are a lot of options in here, so it does have circle with trim, so you can customize that. You can do a lot of things with this one. It even has a few of my favorites, which is the dotted circle, which does work out really well. So you do have ninja star, poke sign. A lot of options are available, which does work out. Battery bar options are available. If you are someone who uses battery bar, you can enable that. Does work out really well. Battery styles can be customized. It does have big dotted circle for the battery style, so you can see that is it's a dotted circle. Battery percentage can be enabled inside the icon, outside the icon. It does have the custom charging symbol, but I don't think it is working still. Previously on my OnePlus 3 also that was an issue which I have encountered, so yeah, that's still there. Clock settings are available, so all the options are available. Clock styles, AM PM indicator, date color, font color, font style can be customized, and this one has a lot of font styles. So you have a road rage, go bold, all of these are available, which is pretty awesome. I really like that. Carrier label settings are also available, which is pretty cool. Status bar logo can be enabled if you're a baller. Status bar weather can also be enabled if you want that. Now in the gesture options, it does have a lot of gestures, so you can see AUSP gestures are available, so double tap the power button, swipe on fingerprint, which is a really great feature. If you are someone who uses that, it does work out really well. So I am actually using that. I'm not sure if the dismiss notification option is really working, because I never saw that really working. Jump to camera is there. Swipe up on the home button is available if you want to use the Google style navigation bar, so that is available. Right now I'm using the OnePlus style navigation bar, which is actually available. So you can see OP navigation gestures can be enabled, and here is all the options which you can customize. I'm not really sure how the last application option does work. It says short swipe up and hold in the center, so yeah, it doesn't really work with the last application. I'm not really sure if it even works, but it is there. Everything else works, so I'm really happy about that. Swipe to screenshot is available, but again, it is still going to move the screen if you swipe with 3 fingers, which has been an error in any other custom ROM which I've seen, so that's there. Lock screen options are available. Double tap to sleep on lock screen status bar, and screen off power button torch is available, which you can customize from here. Now in the lock screen options, you have a lot of options which you can customize. Actually, I've already seen weather options are available, and I really do like that. It does work out really well. Weather font is available, weather city font is available. All of this stuff can be customized. Icon pack can use Google, which is the one which you have seen there. Works out really well. Weather services, you have customizations for that. All of these things can be customized also. So font size of date, clock, and even owner info. Owner info right now is set as never settled. Apart from that, you do have options for hiding any and other elements on the lock screen. He has hidden the status bar, the bottom icons and all that from here. Bottom shortcuts can be hidden. All of this has been hidden, and this is how he's using right now. Fingerprint unlock is available. Fingerprint authentication vibration is available. It does even have the face auto unlock, which does work out, which my brother does use a lot. Visualizer is available, which does work out really well. So these are stuff which you can customize, and it does really work out. Navigation bar options are available. Now I have disabled that because I am using the gesture navigation, so you can customize that in your way. Notification options are available. Heads up display can be customized. It does have timeout and dismiss function. Battery status start can be customized, which is really cool. It does have vibrate on notification. It even has a blink flashlight on calls. If you don't want to be a weirdo with a very important gathering, just turn that off, because I find that very distracting. It also has the toast app icon color. Now if you are someone new to this ROM, the text color is set to red in the default function, so just change that to white or black when whatever theme you're using. Just looks a little bit more elegant. In the power menu options, you do have customization. You can enable all of these options. It does have on the go mode. It has all of these options, which does work out really well. In the quick setting panel, you do have customization for the quick setting tile, so you can enable, disable that. You can customize these options, which does work out really well. It does have brightness slider customization, appearance icon customization. Brightness slider at the bottom can be enabled if you want that. Now these are all the options which are available, so you can see brightness slider at the bottom is enabled. You can have that on the other way also. These are all the icons which you can customize and available, which are available. USB tethering, always on, brightness, high brightness mode, grayscale mode is available. All of these options are available. Even compass is available, which is one of my favorite one because I just like it. Information header is available. You can enable hide that if you want that. Smart pull down is available, which does work out. Bluetooth battery on status bar is available, which I really like. My whole family has converted to Bluetooth devices by now, and it's something which is really cool to have. Now again, running system icon has to be disabled for that thing to be shown here, which again I'm not really sure why that is, because there's a lot of ROMs which has that issue where it has to be disabled for it to be enabled, which is kind of wonky. Recent menu options are available. It does use Pi or Oreo style recent menu, so you can customize that. It doesn't have the clear all button on the bottom, but it does work out. If you are using Oreo, you can have all of these options also available and enabled, which does work out really well. In the status bar settings, you can have network traffic indicator, which I'm not really sure why my brother is using this one and not having the status bar, which he uses in extended desktop mode. Which it also has ticker animation, and I have been waiting so much time for ticker animation to be available in Pi ROMs. It was not available. I guess the newest Havoc ROM has it, and I really like that. I normally just disable heads up notification and just enable ticker because that is so much more unintrusive, so I really like that. Ticker duration can be customized. Brightness control by sliding across the status bar is available. For the love of God, it has been fixed. I have gotten confirmation from the developer himself that this thing has been fixed from the previous version. OnePlus 3 had this issue where the slider was mirrored by the center, so it doesn't utilize the entire status bar, and also it had issues where it would just enable itself sometime and just get the brightness all the way down. So I didn't have any issues with this phone, at least. I'm not really sure if that was available an issue in this phone previously, but it is fixed, so you don't have to worry about that. You can also disable the VOLT icon, and yes, VOLT does work out, you don't need to worry about that. Show notification count is also available, which is pretty cool. System settings, you do have smart pixels, which is another really great feature for supposedly saving battery life. In my OnePlus 3 it doesn't really work very well, but it is still available if you want to do that. App apps are available, wake clock blocker and alarm blocker is also available, which is pretty cool. Those settings are available, but just leave that settings and all because you can really board up your system. Sensor block per package is available, which is another battery saving feature. Pocket detection can be enabled. Disable FC notification if you are having issues with that, which you shouldn't be having because this is a very solid ROM. Extra options, you do have options for removing system applications if you don't want a few of them, which does happen. Screenshot type can be customized. Allow system spoofing is available. Wake up on charge is available. Ignore RSSNR if it is ALT signal strengthifier or something like that, which is a made up word. And there you have it in the extensions customization settings. As I've already said, it's a very loaded ROM which has a lot of features on tap. It does work out really well. Now let's get to the other stuff. It does have in the display options adaptive brightness, which is pretty cool. Screen stabilization is available, which is one of the great features of a custom ROM. Ambient display options are also available, so you can enable for new notification. Ambient auto brightness is available, which is really good. I really like that. Also pickup, hand wave and pocket mode options are available, which I guess for a OnePlus user is new news or something like that. The pocket mode or hand wave function is really great. I really like that. Double tap to wake can be enabled from here. Font size and display size can be customized from here, which is also really cool. The sound options, you do have customization for everything. You do have vibrate in call notification, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Increased volume ring is available. Vibrate for call is available. It does also have the SIM1 and SIM2 notifications separately, which is pretty awesome. Not all ROMs have that feature, which I really like. Now apart from that, everything is basically the same. It does have the Google style face unlock, which in my brother's word was painfully slower than the OnePlus One, but again, it is what it is. You can't expect the exact same features from an OxygenOS ROM from a custom ROM. It does have digital well-being, which does work out really well. So as I've already said, this is a very loaded ROM, and you have already seen all the features of it. It's one of the most feature-rich ROMs which you can get for any ROM, any phone. There are a lot of phones which it supports, so you can actually go ahead and see that. So it does work out really well. Now the battery life. The battery life on this ROM, I have to say that it is pretty awesome. The battery life is really good. My brother said that it is draining a little bit more faster than what he got with OxygenOS. I'm not really sure if it is just the first day or first or second day feature. As you can see that there is the curve of it. There are flat spots there. This is the time when he was sleeping and the phone was not really used. Yes, there are a few wake clocks here and there, but that is part of the course. So he was using music all the time. Nova Launcher, WhatsApp, all of these. This is basically what he uses. He also uses Gcam, which I will be getting into later, so that is how it is. I will show you guys how PUBG runs, because I guess 5T is one of those devices which really does work with PUBG, unlike the OnePlus 3. So I'll just show you guys how that does. I don't have Antutu benchmarks installed on this one, but I mean, Antutu benchmark score is really useful when you have something to compare it against, because I don't really have a lot of scores for this one. Okay, I'll just be playing as a guest on this one just to show you guys how it is. Okay, so PUBG has recommended the high settings for this phone, which is pretty cool. I can respect that. Anyway, so here you have it. That is the PUBG experience. As you can see, it does work out really well. I just selected the generic character, just showing you guys how this thing works. So guys, there you have it. This is the PUBG experience on this one. It is running default state, so as you can see, it is basically the same as what you will expect with any other ROM or the OxygenOS ROM. No stutters or anything. I don't think there is any issues with that. So yeah, hopefully it will work out really well. So yeah, performance wise, I would say it is almost as good as any other ROM out there, so it's pretty cool. So now comes the stability of the ROM. As I've already said, stability wise, it's a very rock solid ROM. I trust it enough to actually let my brother flash it and use it as a daily driver. And MSM Xtended has been a very good ROM when it comes to track record. It has a very good support team. You can go on Telegram and ask them most of the things, but do be respectful, because that does kind of make people want to be a dick. So anyways, they are really good bunch of developers working really hard, and this is one of their great achievements, which is really cool. Stability wise, it's an awesome ROM. Now the camera wise, it does have oxygen OS camera, which is going to work out really well for the dual lens setup on this one. It has great portrait mode support, which does work out really well. I'm not gonna say that this one is better than oxygen OS cam. It does actually have Google Cam with night mode working, and I have been using night mode with this ROM, and it's really great. As you can see, this is another photograph which I took with night mode, which is really good. Portrait mode also works with a Magisk module, which is available. I'll link in the description below if you want to use that. It requires that. One thing which I did notice is that you cannot take a photograph without HDR. I mean, it's HDR or no. It cannot take a photograph without HDR. Sort of one of those things which people may or may not like. Also, one more thing is that with Google Camera, you may have to click that button, the shutter button, a few more times to get an actual click out of it. And as you can see, HDR is processing. It does work out. One more thing which you need to understand about the Google Camera on this phone is that the latest version of Google Camera, which is 6.1, I guess, it actually drains a lot of battery from each and every phone. I have had that issue with my OnePlus 6T, and also it is there with this 5T. So just keep that in mind, because that is something which you might have to keep in mind. Let's just compare this thing. Here is a photograph which I just took with Google Camera, and here is another photograph which I just took with OnePlus camera. I mean, superficially there isn't much difference, but when you look much deeper into it, Google Camera has a much more sharper image. It has a little bit more noise reduction when taking a little bit darker. So there are a few things which is in favor of Google Camera, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, that is the camera options, and I really like the camera available on this one. Yes, the device also has a very good camera, at least compared to the OnePlus 3, so it's really cool. Now the aesthetics of the ROM. I do want to talk a little bit about the aesthetics of the ROM. As I've already said, this one uses one of my favorite theme engines, which is the Omni style theme engine, which does work out really well. I'm really happy about that. And man, the full screen experience on this one is just amazing. I mean, just look at that. I mean, just sitting right there, it just looks pretty damn awesome. I really like the experience which you can get on this one, and my brother has a very good aesthetic sense, so I'm really happy that he does stuff like this with the wallpaper and all that. See, this is a widget, not as part of the wallpaper, so this is part of his sense. And with the font and size option which he uses, it's really cool. Now comes the overall experience of the ROM. I may not be the best person to say about the overall experience of the ROM, but judging from what my brother has said, he is the one who uses this ROM, and from his one and a half day experience, he said that this is actually a very good ROM. He has a lot of features in this one. He does miss a lot of features which is available with Oxygen OS ROM. He was using the 1.5T OS previously, and he does say he does miss a lot of the features which is available there, and that actually does say a lot about the state of stock ROMs right now, because they do offer a lot of options compared to previously, and for a lot of people it may not even make any sense to go custom. So few things which he does mention is that the face unlock on Oxygen OS is lightning fast, so that is something which he has said he misses on this one. Fingerprint scanner also, he said, is a little bit slower, but I couldn't find any difference in that. These are the things which you need to keep in mind. So yeah, how it is. The overall experience is pretty good, I would say, just from my listening to what my brother had to say about this ROM. Let me show you guys the boot animation, which if you have seen the MSM Xtended boot animation, it's the same thing, so you don't need to worry about it. But anyways, I'm gonna show you guys. Here is the boot animation for MSM Xtended ROM, and it's a pretty good boot animation. I like that, but personally I would change to something a little bit more black and white. So there you have it, guys. That is the MSM Xtended 2.5 version 6 on the OnePlus 5T. I can't really say much more about this ROM. There are a few things which you do need to keep in mind when flashing this ROM is that you do need the Open Beta 17 firmware for this one for it to be working. Do check the forum out because the forum has everything detailed in the second post, so just keep that in mind. I'm running decrypted. The forum does say that the latest version V6 has encryption fixed. I did not take a chance with this device because it's not my device. First of all, without decryption, it is pretty hard to get a custom ROM working correctly. Do keep that in mind. You can check out the forums for more information on this one, which will be in the link in the description. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, I guess how much is it about the ROM then. I might just do a few more of the OnePlus 5T ROMs before I get the 60 ROM, because 60 still doesn't have any ROMs. I'm waiting for a fully functional TeamWin recovery. I guess everyone is, so yeah, that's how it is. Hope you guys liked the video. Please share, subscribe and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.